Hi Sagittarius, thank you for coming to join me on my channel, Natalie Collins Intuitive Medium. How was your November 2018? I do have December 2018 forecast for you. Thank you for coming to join me. I do appreciate all of your support. Now, Sagittarius, I am just going to get straight into it. And the word that keeps coming up for me with you for December is the word blame. Now, the word blame can feel quite negative, but actually I believe this is a really positive thing for you, Sagittarius, because it's going to give you the opportunity to look at where the responsibility for your well-being is held currently. And quite often we can place that in other people without even realising we're doing so, or somebody can take that from you. And then you just become a lot less responsible for your well-being, and much more, well, I feel like this because you did that. Actually, you felt like that because that's how you felt when in response to someone else's, connection with you. I do think that this is very much a time of learning for you. December's going to be quite eye-opening on where you put your focus and also where you choose to accept responsibility for things in general in your life. I do need to say, Sagittarius, that the beginning of the month is all about a bit of compassion for yourself. Now, you might be thinking, well, you've just said about blame. Actually, you don't need to use that in a negative format at all. This compassion, this self-belief, this no need to self-judge is coming to you because you're ready for that. You're hitting a time in your life where you are ready to accept that love of yours. Maybe not completely, Sagittarius, but I do believe it's coming into your heart a little bit more. And sometimes we know that you don't like change, and yet you crave it. What's all that about, Sagittarius? If you don't want that change but actually you need it and you crave it, then go with it. I do feel very much as though a situation that has been weighing on your shoulders most of the year now is going to fall away. You are going to allow yourself to let that go with love, light and truth, and you're ready to move on and allow those new things to drop in by saying goodbye to that situation. And it has played heavily on your heart. Let that go. Let that go. You are going to do yourself no favours by holding on tight. You will just get rope burn. Now, I do feel by the 9th of December, I need to talk about your inner child. It feels like your inner child's going to come out for a little bit of playtime, actually, and you're going to really get into the spirit of things. Now, December is quite festive, and there's lots of celebrations going on, but I do feel you're going to enjoy it a little bit more this year, Sagittarius. I do have to say that for some of you, I'm talking about inner child, but I'm also needing to talk about your connections with children, whether that's your own or within the family or friends. You do realise, Sagittarius, that you have a great gift, don't you? You have the ability to guide children in a way that's so loving and caring, but you don't allow yourself for that for yourself, for your own inner child. You lock it up, out the way, you throw away the key, and then you berate yourself. That's not what you need to do right now, Sagittarius. I do feel very much as though in that second week, from about the 8th or 9th, you may be spending a bit more time around children, around young ones, and that's going to spark within you that little bit of festive spirit that you're needing this year, Sagittarius, and that's then going to follow through for the rest of the month, and you're going to feel quite Christmassy. I do feel very much as though I need to talk about healing of your own inner child a little bit. There is going to be some healing work going on, so be aware of any triggers that come up in that second week of December, Sagittarius, because triggers only come up for us to do that healing work that we need to do. I do feel very much by about the 18th, 19th of December, you're going to feel quite at peace with yourself and the decisions that you have made, not just earlier on in the month, but earlier on in the year. And this feels like being at peace with yourself for walking away, being at peace for yourself for the decisions that you've made that you may be instantly regretted and have just been sat there in your head and in your heart. Just let that go. Just know that it's okay to move forwards. I do feel very much as though there's going to be relationships either balanced out, settled in some way. For those Sagittarius that are having a bit of a rocky time, you may see what you need to see in order to move forwards with those relationships, okay, in whatever format they take. So do understand that and allow yourself to see what you really need to see rather than what you wish to see. And I do feel part of that, we need to go back to the word blame, looking at our part in any journey and every journey we have with anyone else, and not beating ourselves up about our roles within it and whether or not we accepted responsibility for our part in playing in those relationships, but just coming to a point of peace. Okay, just coming to a point of peace and knowing that it's okay. You've done everything you've needed to do because you've needed to do it. I do feel very much Sagittarius 29th. I'm getting the 29th. I need to talk about the 29th of December. I do feel there's going to be a few of you. There's going to be actually quite a few of you. There's going to be new opportunities, and some of these are going to be quite life-changing. Okay, Sagittarius, and you won't have been expecting them if you hadn't have watched this. And even if you have, they may come as a little bit of a shock to you. Do think very carefully and then walk through those doors that are opening, because you are so ready for that. The only thing that stops you is your own self-esteem. You put on that I'm this, I'm that, but actually you're really lacking in that self-esteem. It's time now to jump into that self-esteem because you deserve that. You've done so many good things to get to where you are, and you deserve all of these opportunities. So watch out between the 29th to the 31st of December. I feel very much that some of this is going to be work related, new opportunities, and it could just be within passing conversations with people. So just be aware of those conversations, and it may feel like it's come out of the blue. It definitely hasn't. You've worked towards this, okay, Sagittarius. They are very important doors, and it's up to you if you walk through them, but I do feel very much that career-wise, work-wise, this is just going to make your year right at the end of the year. Sagittarius, you have a lot of people that love you, yet you're not allowing people in. This is going to change in the month of December. You're going to feel that compassion for those around you, and you're also going to feel the compassion that other people give to you, and that may make you feel a bit unsettled as you go through December because you're used to keeping all that within. Allow yourself to feel, okay? Allow yourself, give yourself permission if you need to connect with other people on a deeper level. I do feel that it's going to be much deeper, and with yourself too. Sagittarius, wow, what a great end to the year that is coming to you. Thank you so much for coming to join me. Thank you so much for supporting me and the comments. I really appreciate it. I wish you the most amazing festive period, and of course the turning of the wheel that is not long ahead of us. I do need to say this new moon in the beginning of December for you, Sagittarius, is quite important, so do make the most of it when it comes up. Set those new intentions for the next moon phase going into January as well. This doesn't feel like it is just one moon phase. This is setting those intentions for the foreseeable future. If you'd like to book a reading with me, I'll pop it down here. Just email me on the link below, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Do come join me on Facebook, Natalie Collins, Intuitive Medium, and until then I hope December sees you very well, and ciao for now.